Okay guys, welcome to my cave. So I've been feeling a little disconnected recently. I've really been on this journey inwards, just really reflecting from my cave. So this is where I come when I just need to escape all of the problems and just sort of bury my head in the sand, you know? So I've been wandering along the beautiful cliff edges, taking deep breaths of fresh air, and I've been wandering and pondering, and I just feel like a lot of us are feeling kind of disconnected at the moment. I've been looking out to sea, and you know, the sea is a great symbol for the unconscious, and all of these parts of ourselves that are hidden, the depths of the sea. I mean, I think we know more about space and 5D than we do about our own oceans. They're kind of limitless, and they really represent the limitless kind of universal love from source. So I've been staring out of my cold cave into the sea, looking at the beautiful channel, and I have to say to all my European subscribers, you know, I have no boundaries in my heart. My heart is open to all of you. And so I've just been really kind of meditating on this position that we're in, and it's been interesting, you know. I've done a real kind of cleanse while I've been here. This is the first time I've turned my phone on for a week because I just really needed to get away from it all. But anyway, I've been foraging food, and I've been just trying to see what the universe will provide for me, getting away from society and just kind of going inward. And I found, don't worry about me, because I found half a packet of rice cakes, so I've been able to eat. And I just want everyone to go away, you know what I mean? I needed to get away from it all. So anyway, I had this dream last night which prompted me to make this video, and I was very peacefully sleeping in my little cave. Actually a bird flew in and he died here. But I feel like I've been kind of trying to read his entrails, and I feel like he was a messenger. I mean, the birds are messengers for me. So I think I'll probably be channeling something from this creature for us today. But so as I was saying, I had this dream, and it was this beautiful, peaceful dream. And then in the dream, there was this glass that shattered, and it startled me, and it woke me up from my dream. And then I realized something startling and unexpected is gonna happen to the collective. And it's going to be something that breaks us apart, that tears us down, but this surprise event is going to be a kind of wake-up call, okay? So that's just a little channel dream I had last night for the collective. And I think, I'm getting a message through from one of my guides. It's Chief Bushyhead. He actually led a group of his tribe along the Trail of Tears when no one else would engage with that. He's a very powerful leader, and he just wants to remind us all at this time that forgiveness and redemption are bigger than revenge, and forgiveness and redemption and coming together is the way to solve these issues. And so just in the spirit of that, if you want to add to the energetic exchange of this download today, because there's always, you know, when the group collective is watching a video, we are so much more powerful as a group than we are as an individual. But if you want to add to the energetic exchange, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and that will really help embed the message today for the collective. So yeah, that's just a little extra for you. Okay, so I'm going to go straight ahead, and I'm going to do a 3-pile pick a card reading for you today. And the bird that came and landed here and sacrificed himself for this cause is telling me now, I'm getting a little channeled message from him. The question today that I feel a lot of us are wondering, and I feel your heartbreak with this one, I really do. So the question is, not no contact, still no contact, still no contact. Is it over for real? So let's really delve into that today. There are going to be 3 choices for you, 3 items that I felt drawn to in one of my kind of wanderings along the cliff edge. So we're going to start with pile 1. Now, everyone close your eyes and let's decide which pile you're drawn to. I want you to pick from your heart chakra, so where your heart chakra pulls you, okay? So this is pile 1. This is a fossilized stone, and inside there are these little fossils of insects, okay? So if you're drawn to that, that's pile 1. Pile 2 is this bit of lava that I found from a volcano. So this is like a volcanic rock. It's really light. That's pile 2. Or maybe you're drawn with your heart chakra to pile 3, which is this kind of crystallized rock. There are some great rocks you can find around here, guys. So go ahead and pause the video if you need more time. Pile 1, fossil. Pile 2, volcano. Pile 3, crystallized rock, okay? I'm going to go straight ahead. So all of those of you that chose pile 1, the fossil, I'm going to go ahead with your reading, and the question today is, still no contact, is this over for real? Okay, so I'm going to start with my own alchemical tarot deck. I have pre-shuffled these just because it wastes a lot of time seeing me shuffle, but I'll get some extra clarification from the oracle cards and other decks if we need. I also might throw some sticks for a yes and no answer. So the first card we get out is the Hermit. You see this man, he's sitting, he's in his little cave. It's not actually a cave, it's a Lacanian bath in my deck. So this man is in his Lacanian bath, and he goes in there, and it's almost like, think of a sweat lodge. Everything is like circulating around inside this bath, right? And he's kind of sweating out all of his toxins. And he has his little light there, like in the traditional tarot deck, the Hermit always has his light showing the illumination from within. So this is the alchemical process of the king in his Lacanian bath to free himself from the coating of melancholia. And so, you know, he either wanted death or a cure at this point, and he just goes into his bath as a hope to find one of these. And it's this circular distillation that's going on. It's cleansing him of impurities and leading to a recovery from this depression. So this is part of the Negrido stage of alchemy, which kind of links to shadow work in Jungian psychoanalysis. And it's kind of like the stage of depression before change. You know, you have to go inward, you're destroying the ego, and this leads to a change in your soul. And so, yeah, this kind of withdrawal into self can be a kind of lonely time, but the insight gained can really give great kind of promptings of the unconscious, and lead to growth. So, you know, you're really, I feel like pile 1, your question about your person, still no contact, is this over for real? They're just really in their hermit energy at the moment, you know, they're just really going within and looking for the answers, I feel. They're very shut off from the rest of the world. They are this little island, all alone, shutting out the rest of the world at the moment, okay? So your second card is the Hanged Man. This is my alchemical tarot deck. And in my deck, this is the process of calcification. So it's reducing this thing called the Stella Perfectionis into ash. And so this is this like process of creating this ash, like this burning down. But this is kind of like in the hope of renewal. So this ash is almost like a dung heap, you know, it's regenerative. It's like burning things down to create something new. And this is the idea of kind of voluntary change of perspective. The Hanged Man is always about like a voluntary change or a voluntary pause. So I think in terms of the question, like, how is this over for real? Your person is voluntarily putting themselves in this kind of not very great position of hanging upside down and just shutting themselves off, and they're just suspended. They're like, they're in stasis. But I think it is because they're trying to find some kind of renewal, but it's about letting go of the ego and becoming kind of a more integrated. So yeah, your person is extremely shut down. They're in their hermit mode and they're totally suspended and nothing is happening. They do not want to speak to you, and they're just like totally shutting themselves off from you, okay guys? So that's how they're feeling. They're feeling isolated. And lonely. Who wouldn't feel lonely isolating themselves like that? So next card we get, oh my god guys, this is like, this hardly ever happens. We've got the Hermit again. Your person is just really not wanting to engage, okay, guys? I don't know what else to say about it. They're very shut off from you. This isn't looking promising. Yeah, this is just not looking promising, guys. And I am getting channel song. I am getting a channeled song through from Nathaniel North. He's a notorious pirate, and being by the sea, he's loving it today. He's just right out there in the water, having a whale of a time. But I'm getting a channeled song through from him. I think it's called I Could Be Happy. I can't remember who sung it, but I'll put a link to it in the description box below. And there are just, some of these lyrics are coming through. It's, get away, run away, far away, how do I? Get away, run away, how do I? Far away. And it's like, your person just wants to get away. Thank you, Nathaniel. Sometimes he likes me to sing the lyrics for you. He's got a good sense of humor. So yeah, your person is feeling like they just want to get away. They just don't want to be involved in whatever this situation is. And this is probably why, guys. So the Ten of Swords, there's been a painful ending here. This is like a stab in the back. I don't know what you did to your person. Oh, I'm getting some initials through. I think your person's name may start with an E or a U. But anyway, they're feeling very stabbed in the back right now, okay? They're feeling like you left them for dead. And they've got like these 10 swords. This is like the lowest point of the cycle, and they're just feeling like you did not treat this person well. I don't know what you did to this person, but they do not want to speak to you right now, and they are feeling like this is a painful ending and you have stabbed them in the back. Don't shoot the messenger, guys. I'm just getting the messages through. Wow. Yeah, your person feels totally underappreciated. This is the Four of Cups. This is like offers not being taken. This is someone ignoring your offers, ignoring your love, not wanting to take the cup of love, ignoring that love, and just concentrating on the negative in the situation rather than the potential and the positive that could come out. So that's how your person's feeling. And you can see here, the Four of Pentacles. This person has a pentacle right over their heart. Their heart is totally closed off. And yeah, I feel like this person tried. They tried to give you an offer. They tried to be united with you, and you just didn't take the offer. And now their heart space is totally closed. There's been a painful ending, and they're feeling isolated. And I think this is a reflection. You guys are probably feeling isolated. You're probably thinking, what have we done? And yeah, that's where it's at. Next cards we get, Eight of Cups. This is the card of someone walking away from something that they love, and it gives them great sadness. So someone is leaving someone behind here. Someone is moving away. Someone is leaving the situation, and they're going on to, something else. So I think your person, they're walking away from this toxic situation, okay, guys? I don't know what happened between you, but yeah. And I think this card is about you. This is someone feeling totally trapped now by the decisions they've made. They're totally trapped by their thoughts. The Eight of Swords shows someone that's totally bound up in a situation, but actually this person had the means to free themselves, but they voluntarily stay within this negative situation, trapped. And they refuse to free themselves. It's a stubborn energy, Oh, I've made a decision and I don't want to say that I've done something wrong, so I'm just going to go through with it, and I'm just going to stay in this situation that I don't enjoy either. But you could free yourselves. So yeah, my advice to my viewers would be, I think you need to do some shadow work. I think you need to do what I've done and really go within, ask some questions. How did this happen? All the answers you need are within yourselves. You shouldn't take anything I say unless it resonates. But your final card is the Tower, and this really links into my channel dream that I had. This thing breaking apart, this dramatic event, this cataclysmic event that you know, has happened, and it's a breakup. There's been a big breakup here, guys, and you know, tarot can only see so far into the future, as you know, maximum a year, right? But I would say within the next year, I don't see this person coming back. So in answer to the collective question for pile 1, the fossil pile, still no contact. Is this over for real? I'm sorry to say, guys, but the cards are saying yes, yes, this is over for real. So you might just want to reflect on that, you know, do some inner work out how this happened, why this happened, and try not to repeat the same mistakes. That's all we can really do as humans. And as I said, forgiveness and redemption are stronger than, you know, than revenge. No one wants a sort of revenge situation here, but it's just important to ask these questions of ourselves. I feel like you guys may really need an oracle card from the Work Your Light Oracle deck. So I'm just going to go ahead and get one of those for you. How can you heal yourselves after this mistake that you've made? So, pile 1, oracle card. How can they heal now that they know that this connection is over for real? Okay, guys. Oh, wow. This is just, you can't make this up. You saw this fool. Share your voice. Come out of the cave. Persecution, expression. Guys, you've been in that cave for long enough. You need to get out of the cave and share your voice. Now, I feel like this could be a message for me, seeing as I have been in my cave and I've turned my phone on. So, I mean, it's resonating for me, to be honest, but I feel like that's a kind of reflection because I am channeling the collective energy for you guys. But I feel like, you know, don't persecute yourselves. Express your grief at this situation. Come out of your cave. Be united, you know, you reunite however you can. Maybe in time the situation can resolve, but I don't see it happening in the next year, okay? As you know, energy is temporary. Only take what resonates. And what else can I say for my pile 1s? I think, to be honest, that's all I'm getting for you guys, okay? Sometimes you don't get to see the whole story, you just get to see a snapshot, but that is what I'm seeing for you guys at the moment. So now I'm gonna go ahead and move on to pile number 2. So pile number 2, if you chose this molten lava, I get the feeling that this is kind of a passionate, fast energy here. I'm feeling the stone and I'm just getting this feeling of fire. Molten lava, it's passionate, it's hot, but it's fast and it's dangerous, right? You do not want to be in the way of a erupting volcano. So that's just maybe that you picked that pile because this person or situation you're asking about is an extremely passionate one. So we're going to answer the question for you. Still no contact. Is this over for real? So this is pile 2. I'm going to start with my own Alchemical Tarot, which I drew myself. Okay, so the first card we have out for you, which does link into this energy I was already starting to feel, this passionate energy, it's the Devil. So, you know, the Devil in my Alchemical Tarot, which is linked to the Jungian psychoanalysis as well, is kind of this animal side of the libido, this kind of shadow side, this kind of psyche that hasn't been properly assimilated by the subconscious and the unconscious. And this is the kind of the final card of the Alchemical Nigredo, the darkness, before entering into light. So it is a necessary phase, but it's very, very dark. This is a dark card, okay? This is an energy, this is a heavy energy here. Someone's bound to something. You know, you see these people, they're conjoined, but they're looking in separate directions. It's male and female energy. Of course, we're all male and female in terms of energy, guys. Don't get hung up on that. But it's about this kind of idea of sexual bondage, or bondage to something addictive, you know? So it's the kind of sinister side of the unconscious. And the archetype of the Devil, as seen by Jung, was a kind of autonomous personality, which was greater than man's consciousness and will. So it was kind of this higher, this bigger power, but not necessarily a positive influence. But because of this whole volcano thing, I'm just feeling like your person you're wondering about currently is feeling like a lot of sexual energy towards you, as well as like there's some kind of addictive thing that's going on here between you guys, okay? So that's your first card, my pile twos. Now next out from my Alchemical Tarot deck, we get the Lovers card, and often the devil is seen as the dark side of the lovers. So this idea of an enslavement to someone in a way. In my card, the Lovers is the amalgamation and coming together of aspects of the self and the shadow. It's a necessary portent of change and loosening elements of the self that you need to loosen in order to amalgamate with another. And here you can see the alchemical, well, hopefully you can see it's kind of dark in my cave, but the alchemical symbols of male and feminine energy. Of course, we all have equal male and feminine, or we have it within us, male or feminine. Don't get caught up in that, but it's about energy, okay? It's the energies of masculine and feminine conjoining, coming together in this kind of union. So this is about union, this is about a sacred union, a creating of union, a blending together of the alchemical elements in order to create this healing elixir, the philosopher's stone. But because it's coming out with the devil, I'm just seeing that there is this kind of skewed element to this love, this union. And also that this could be very based on sex. So your question, still no contact, is it over for real? I feel like this pile, you may have had contact recently, but it may have been a very kind of dark and not very loving interaction, possibly based around sort of sex. But this could have been a sort of disguise at something deeper, you know? I'll see what else comes up for you guys. So we do have the Fool. So there is some element here of a new fresh start, or someone making a move towards you. So compared to pile one, I do see that your person is thinking of you, albeit in this kind of immature sexual energy. They do want to kind of reconnect, come out of this kind of cave and maybe come towards you, but I don't know if it's going to be a very meaningful offer. Do with that what you will, no judgment. Maybe that suits you fine. We'll carry on. Okay, yeah, this for me is totally the card of the player. The Knight of Wands, or Rods, he is the fastest knight. He comes in swiftly on his horse, and he usually is the love them and leave them playboy. You know, I feel like this person you're inquiring about is really in their player energy, and I do think that they will come back towards you, but this may not be permanent, okay guys? This may be an offer towards you, a small offer of sexual variety. I don't know whether you've been receiving dick pics or something, but you know, this kind of immature interaction. But if this is something that you enjoy, then fine. I feel like, no, it's not over for good, but you may be stuck in some kind of cycle that is not pleasant for you. And the next card we have, yeah, you're definitely going to get communication, guys. We get the Eight of Wands or Rods, which is the card of fast communication, passion, things coming in fast. So this person probably comes in fast and then is silent for a long time, and then they come back in fast. Their energy is scattered, it's all over the place, and they will reconnect very quickly and equally quickly disappear, potentially. The final card you get is the One of Rods. Again, just this new beginning, this passionate beginning. I am getting the feeling that your person may be using this kind of interaction with you as a way of disguising a deeper feeling, but you know, you'll have to see how that resonates for you. Each of your situations are different. No, it's not over for real, but what is it that you're actually going to be involving yourself in? You know, I feel like you guys know for sure what this situation is about. You understand it. You know it's a cyclical thing. So let's get something from Dali's deck now, further clarification. How does this person really feel? You know, I want to know, because I, to be honest, can't really tell you. Oh, I am getting though. Interesting. Thank you. Nathaniel North is just giving me some channeled lyrics. They are, sex is your weapon, words are your defense. And I feel like your person might think you're a bit of a narcissist. They may feel that you use your sexuality to reel them in, and that you're very good with your words and very good at sort of, but you know, this is all projection. We mirror each other. You may be mirroring each other. You could be twin flames, possible twin flame energy here, or false twin. And also, Nathaniel is pointing out that they got the lyrics wrong, so they're a bit confused, because the lyrics are actually lies are your weapon, words are your defense. So that's interesting. And at least you know that this person does sort of have a lot of sexual energy towards you. They are attracted to you. Oh, wow. So I asked the cards for further clarification about whether this person, how they really feel about you, and the Sun card comes out. You know, this is the happiest card of the deck, guys. You could be a Leo. The Sun card is the card of the Leo, so you could be a Leo. But the Sun is really this happy time. It's this card of true happiness. It can also speak of this desire to just have a family. It can be linked to children. It can be this childlike kind of, this going back to something happier. So your person, you make them happy, okay? So that is good to know. Maybe we should get one more card from Dali on that. As I say, you guys could be Leos. I'm feeling definite Leo energy for pile 2 for my viewers. Or a fire sign. You've got so much fire. You could both be fire signs, actually. Let's see one more card. How's your person really feeling? The High Priest. This is very interesting, guys. Very conflicting energy here. The High Priest card, or the Hierophant card, is all about someone wanting to have some kind of traditional connection. It can speak of, you know, a relationship, marriage. I feel like your person may have been burnt in the past, and maybe they just don't believe in the things they used to anymore. Also, they could see you as some kind of spiritual advisor that can give them answers, and maybe this is part of the appeal for you. Maybe it's not this purely sexual thing at all, and that's a kind of cover for wanting something that is more spiritual, more connected. I'm going to get a Moonology card just to see, we know your person's coming back in with some kind of sexual offer. Are you going to take it, or are you bored of this? I mean, maybe hearing that you have the Sun and the High Priest is going to mean that you may. You guys have to do what's right for you. Just do you, okay? But let's just see if Moonology can give us any advice. Any advice? What's going to happen with these two? You're definitely going to get contact though, guys. Don't let the past hold you back. Wow, guys, what a beautiful ending for your pile. If you love this person, I do see the potential for more, but they're going to come in with a really immature offer at first as a kind of testing the waters. This person likes to test you a lot. They're extremely guarded, okay? They're extremely guarded, and they like to test and make sure. Test boundaries, push boundaries. But beneath all of that, there is a genuine affection and desire for connection. Maybe some kind of spiritual connection. You did have the Lovers card, okay? So, that being said, I may just throw some sticks for you guys to get a yes/no answer. I just noticed, guys, that one of my sticks I was going to throw actually has a condom on it. So I feel like this is just a little warning message for this pile. If you're not trying to get pregnant at the moment, I do recommend using a condom, okay? You may be extremely fertile. This applies to men and women. Just be careful, use a condom. Your person has got player energy. You know, definitely a sign finding a condom like this. Should I get a yes/no answer? I feel like that was all you guys needed to hear, okay? So that being said, thank you, pile 2. Please like, comment, and subscribe to add to the energetic exchange. I also will be offering one free reading for a viewer of my choice a month who likes, comments, and subscribes to the channel. So thank you very much, pile 2. See you next time. And let's move on to pile 3. Pile 3, if you picked this beautiful stone, this is a stone which has these like crystals embedded within it. So it's like, it seems like it's one thing, but there's more to it. It's very beautiful. I'm already feeling like a very beautiful, very solid energy to this reading. I feel like been this accumulation over time. You know, to create this stone, this was a process over a long time. So this might be a serious, long-term connection that you're wondering about. And the question we're going to answer today is, still no contact. Is this over for real? So let's dig into it. I'm going to start with some cards from my Alchemical Tarot deck. Okay, I drew them myself. Wow. The first card out is the Strength card, but it's in the reverse. So in reverse, this card shows these double lions. I'll show you in the upright position. So this card shows these two lions, and there's this woman on top of the lions, and the lions are green. So this links to the alchemical process of fermentation and taking the base material of mercury, as represented by the green lion, which is kind of this toxic energy, and transmuting it into this healing elixir. So it's about going within and using all of the toxic kind of negative elements, the kind of dark subconscious, and creating something beautiful from this. So it's sort of to do with this transformation of toxic libido, this sort of transcension, and the taming of the id, or the unconscious, or the shadow, through integration. But because you have this in the reverse, this is to do with a kind of loss of identity almost, and this kind of inability to tame this beast, this feeling of being out of control of your emotions. So, still no contact. Is it over for real? I feel like your person is feeling a little bit out of control of how they're feeling. That's maybe why they've distanced themselves. Maybe they don't want to have contact at the moment because they may say something they regret in anger. They may not be able to control what they're going to say or do. This might be someone who has a violent outburst, okay? So just be careful. Oh, and you know, guys, I should have said at the beginning, this could be a little triggering for people. So I don't want to trigger anyone. Everything I'm saying today is to try and help you. I do see that this person has got some elements of them that are not the most pleasant. And I would not advise anyone to stay in a connection where it's, you know, twin flames can be a difficult journey, but you mustn't put yourself in this position ever where you're in a toxic situation, okay? Only you'll know, because I'm reading for so many of you. So that's your first card though. Your second card out is actually the Wheel of Fortune. So this is the alchemical process of circulation and the fixed and volatile elements and symbols. And all of the symbols here are the masculine and feminine energies, which, you know, we're all masculine and feminine in energy, guys. But this is the masculine and feminine energies kind of combining the yin and yang. Souls caught in a kind of current, and sort of this in and out kind of energy, this in and out of existence. So yeah, it's really this kind of souls caught in this cycle. The Wheel of Fortune is always about a kind of cycle. It's usually also a happier turn of events. So maybe your person is coming out of this shadow side, and you know, we're going to see this Strength card turning the right way up. I feel like they're going within, they're having a process within where they're dealing with these things, and the Wheel of Fortune was a little stuck, and now it's probably going to be turning in your favor, guys. So let's go ahead and continue. Oh wow, we have the Six of Cups. This is the card of nostalgia. This is the card of a childlike love, a happier time. Your person is probably feeling nostalgic about you right now, okay guys? So if you're wondering, still no contact, is this over for real? Your person is really considering this themselves. They're really doing a lot of thinking at the moment. They're thinking about things from the past. They're thinking about you in happier times, simpler times. So it's not all doom and gloom for part 3. Oh, and of course, the Hermit card. Of course it's going to come up. This person is going within, they're doing work within, they've got their light, they're pondering and wandering, they're doing their soul searching, but they have got this light of illumination, so it is this spiritual kind of journey within to find the answers. So your person is really wondering and questioning and trying to find the answers too. So that's just lovely. Oh, and the Two of Cups, guys. This is the card of equal give and take, the soulmate card, you know. This is the card of equal love, cups equally distributed, offering your cup to one another. Equality, love, what more can I say? Your person loves you. I feel like, no, it is not over for real. This is a temporary moment where they're doing some work on themselves. This is not about you, and your person loves you, okay? Next up, oh wow, the Four of Wands, guys. This is the 11-11 card. This is the card of twin flame union. This is the card of reunion and union and family and creating a home. Your person feels like you're their home. You are their home, and you're their soulmate. And they want to have this reunion with you. They want to have this homecoming with you. And they want to have this peaceful, beautiful time, this equal give and take of emotions. They just need to do some work on themselves first. They just need to integrate that darkness, and they'll be back with some meaningful offer for you, okay? You are their wish fulfillment. The 9 of Cups. These 9 cups are overflowing with joy. This is the card of wish fulfillment. This is the card of your dreams coming true. Manifest it, guys. You have the power to create this. This is the universe telling you, if you want this to not be over for good, it's totally within your power. You have the power to shape your reality. Thoughts become things. The best way to create the future is, no, the best way to predict the future is to create the future. You are totally in control of what happens in this situation. And if you need to kind of give this a little help, just send your person love. Just connect to their heart. Imagine your heart chakra and their heart chakra are really opening. See a pink cord between your heart and their heart. And just send them messages. Tell them, it's safe to love. It's safe to love. I love you. You can come back at any time. I won't be angry. You know, maybe they feel afraid to come back to you at the moment, but they are coming back. No, it is not over for real. I'm so pleased that we could end on such a positive note for pile 3. I'm just going to do a little work your light oracle for you, although I don't really think you need one, but just some advice on how you can kind of manifest this person back into your life sooner, okay? Too many cards there. So pile 3, is this over for real? The initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. And you know, it's really interesting. There is a cave on this card too, guys. So I feel like your person is at this point where they're at the threshold. They're about to cross the threshold. They're about to come towards you. They've been having this initiation within their cave in their hermit mode, and they're coming out of it into the beautiful, bright sunlight. So that's just wonderful. I'm just so happy for my pile 3s. Let's see what Dali has to say. Why not? So, pile 3, is this over for real? Wow. Knight of Swords, guys. This is the card of communication. This is the card of fast communication. Someone coming in quickly with an offer of communication and clarity. So no, this is not over for real. Your person's coming back and they have something to tell you, and it's something meaningful, okay? So I hope that helps. I hope that you enjoyed the reading today. And just remember, guys, all the answers are within. Sometimes you need to disconnect and go within, but it is also important to reconnect. You know, we are nothing in isolation. We are stronger together, and forgiveness is key. So that's really everything I have to say to you this time. But I'll be back hopefully within a month for another pick a card reading. If you have any ideas or suggestions for topics you'd like me to cover, please comment below, let me know. Remember, you have a chance to get a free reading if you like. Comment and subscribe to the channel. And to all of my European friends, just know that my heart is open and there are no borders here, okay? Thank you. And just namaste, guys.